Today, we pull this out of the Denali. Okay, so what we are doing is we are back on stripping the motor and transmission out of the 2003 Denali. So I'm just going around making sure everything up top is disconnected from the engine. As you can see, we already took off the whole front clip, removed the radiator. I went underneath and drained all the fluids out. You can see I made a big mess on the floor. So yeah, we're just going around disconnecting everything from the engine up top, and then we'll go below, do the same, and unbolt the engine mounts and transmission cross member, and then from there we will get to pulling it out of here. What I'm trying to save from the Denali is obviously the motor, the transmission, and then I was also thinking about saving the, I'm just gonna pull the steering stuff out of here, see if it's something I can use. If not, I'm just gonna get like a mega box or something like that, and make that work, and then see if I can use the radiator from this system as well. But yeah, she's got 300,000 some kilometers on it, so some bolts are going to be sticky, but we'll get her. So I think what I want to do is try to keep some of these wiring connectors. I shouldn't need any of them, but just in case, I'm going to start snipping them. I'm getting hot. Off comes the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. There's vomit on my sweater already. Connector came off. Way too heavy. Hydro Boost brake setup.
I don't know what you're talking. I honestly don't know what you're talking about, so don't ask me anything about this.
think what I need to do next now is go underneath. It's all wet down there. Okay, so underneath I have to disconnect the drive shaft, disconnect any other wires I find down there, transmission cross member. Hopefully I can get to the engine mounts down there, cut the exhaust off. I think that's it down there. You probably don't really have to record any of that because it's just gonna be me underneath. So I'm gonna go underneath and do that, and then hopefully when we come back up, we can start looking at how to pull it up. Okay, so now that I'm underneath the truck, just getting a better look at what all I gotta do. So I am currently working on, so I cut off the exhaust pipes. Use me this little bung. I don't know if I'll wind up using it because I'm probably gonna go with like aftermarket headers or something like that, but it'll be on there anyways. Do the same thing over here. I'll cut this off, and then I plan on taking the muffler out of here. It's a really nice Flowmaster muffler, and I'll be putting that in the Suburban hopefully. But so then to get the rest of this out, I'm just taking out the front drive shaft here, and I will pull it out of the transfer case. You can see the engine mount up there. That'll have to be undone, and on the other side. I'm going to pull the starter just because it'll be easier to undo the wires that way. And then back here I will undo this drive shaft and pull it out of the transfer case. And then I'm going to take the transfer case out by unbolting it from the transmission. I'm hoping I can do all that sneaking in here, although this looks a little tight. Hoping I can do all that sneaking it in without pulling the cross member for the transmission. I've only got one jack, so then I can jack up the transfer case, undo all those bolts, lower it out of here, and toss that to the side. And then I don't have to worry about pulling that out with the transmission when I pull the rest of it out. And then for the transmission, just going to undo this, pop that off and take it out of here. And then there's some other like connectors and stuff like that that'll just run around, disconnect. And then once I get those engine mounts up front, I should be able to start wrestling this beast out of here. But I think that's the easiest way. Disconnect the transfer case, pull it, drop it down from underneath, and then I'm still hoping to pull the engine and transmission out as one piece. Not that I have to, but I don't know, I just feel like it'll be easier. And then I'll disconnect it and take it apart once it's out. So yeah, I'll jump back in with you guys once I'm done that. Okay, so drive shafts are out. Exhaust has been cut out. I got the transfer case dropped out of there. I just took the 3 bolts out of this motor mount, 3 15mm bolts. Just gonna get at the other ones there. The only thing I think I have left is the fuel line. I don't remember disconnecting it. Oh yeah, there's the fuel line right there. Disconnect that, and it's probably pressurized. So I'll figure out how to disconnect those fuel lines, this motor mount, and then I am good to drop this thing down and push it out a bit, get my hoist out front here, chain it on, and see if I can start pulling it. All right, here we go. I'm just going to push this out. Just gotta move some cars around in the driveway. Push this out, bring around my engine hoist, and see if we can yank it out. Alright guys, that's the aftermath. Last night my phone died while I was, my camera died while I was recording that. So I wasn't able to film this part, but as you can see, we've got the 6-liter pulled, the 6-liter and the transmission. And as you can see, my garage is a disaster. I've got to get back out here, clean this up, and I still want to pull the Hydro Boost brake setup and the power steering rack and stuff off of the Denali, because that might come in handy on the Buick. We'll see, might use it, might not, but I might as well pull it now while I can, and then I can get the rest of the Denali hauled off and gone. And then we will start tearing this apart and cleaning it up. The boys over at Highwood are going to take care of the transmission for me. They're going to go through it, make sure everything's good, and do the 2-wheel drive conversion on it. So we'll do a video on that coming up soon as well. And yeah. If you would like to see a more thorough video on how I pulled this all out of the Denali, let me know in the comments. I can put something together for you. I wasn't planning on keeping anything on the Denali or keeping the Denali. So as you can see, I cut a lot of the connectors and stuff like that. Yeah, other than that, it went pretty smooth. You can see out here, I pulled the transfer case as well. But I also am excited to put it into the front end of the Buick there, just mock it up, see what it looks like. And find out, you know, what I'm looking at for oil pan and that kind of stuff. So usually you got to go with a shallower oil pan and whatnot. So we'll drop that in, see if that's the case here, and go from there. Anyways, guys, I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the video. The channel's seen quite a bit of growth in the last little bit here, and that's super exciting. I appreciate all of you guys checking out the video. I appreciate you guys commenting on the video. If you don't mind, and if you enjoyed the content and you're excited to see what happens with this, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Yeah, keep cruise culture alive. Also, just want to add, can't wait to mock this thing up on that and put it in there. It's gonna look good. All right, thanks guys.